Is your dashboard telling you it is 40 degrees below zero in the middle of summer, triggering a check engine light? You are likely looking at trouble code P0072, which stands for Ambient Air Temperature Sensor Circuit Low. This code is very similar to the previous one, but the words circuit low give us a specific hint about what is wrong electrically. This code appears on all OBD2 vehicles, but is frequently seen in Audis, Jeeps, Mazdas, and Volvos. The job of the AAT sensor is to tell the powertrain control module what the air temperature is outside, so it can adjust the air conditioning and update your dashboard display. Just like with other temperature codes, the computer compares the AAT sensor data against the intake air temperature and engine coolant temperature sensors after a cold soak. If the voltage signal drops too low, which the computer interprets as an extreme temperature value that is physically impossible or out of range, it sets the P0072 code. The symptoms are identical to other sensor failures. You will see the malfunction indicator like. Your air conditioner might stop blowing cold air effectively, and your outside temperature gauge will likely read inaccurately. The causes here are almost always electrical. You could have a short to ground in the signal circuit, an open wire, or a completely failed sensor. Diagnosing this follows a logical path. First, always check for technical service bulletins to save time. Next, find the sensor located behind your front bumper or grille. Since this sensor is exposed to rain, road salt, and debris, look closely at the connector for green corrosion or melted plastic. A bad connection is the #1 cause for this code. If the physical inspection passes, grab your digital volt ohm meter, disconnect the sensor, and test the resistance across its terminals. If it reads 0 ohms or OL, the sensor is bad and needs to be swapped out. If the sensor tests fine, you need to check the circuit. With the ignition key turned on, use a scan tool to read the sensor data. It should show 5 volts or a specific temperature. If you disconnect the sensor, the reading should change. If you use a jumper wire to connect the 2 terminals on the wiring harness, the scan tool should show the temperature shifting to the opposite extreme, usually very high. If the voltage does not change, where you do not find 5 volts at the connector, you likely have a break in the wire or a short to ground leading back to the computer. If you have gone through these tests and the wiring is solid, the sensor itself is the culprit. However, if you are uncomfortable probing live electrical circuits, this is the right time to take the vehicle to a professional diagnostician to avoid damaging the computer.